Hello, and welcome to the Practical Awakening Academy. Today's message might be for you, if you feel like you've hit rock bottom. Or perhaps it will be a prescription for you, if you find yourself hit by one unexpected trouble after another, sighing as you look up at the sky and wonder, why does this always happen to me? We tend to expect that when our life is about to improve, it will be announced by some clear, brilliant sign. We imagine that Lady Luck will smile upon us, that the wind will be at our backs, and that things will begin to flow smoothly. However, what I have come to believe through my own life and through advising many people is a truth that is exactly the opposite. The harbinger of a truly great, soul-level transformation often appears in the form of a harsh trial, something far beyond our comprehension. It is like a messenger of destiny, wearing the heavy mask of misfortune. Haven't you had such an experience? Most of the events that allow you to say from the bottom of your heart, I am who I am today precisely because of that experience, were likely a kind of living hell while you were in the midst of them. I know this was true for me. In my past, I had secured a stable position within an organization, and I poured my heart and soul into protecting it. I firmly believed that my worth was determined by my reputation and role within that organization. But then, one day, the unexpected happened. Fraying relationships, a plummeting reputation, and the feeling of everything I had built up crumbling away like a sandcastle. I was exhausted, both mentally and physically, and spent countless sleepless nights. The face staring back at me in the mirror had lost its vitality, and I was dominated by a sense of powerlessness, thinking, this wasn't supposed to happen, and a deep despair for the future. It was the darkest period of my life, a time when my pride was torn to shreds. But now, I understand it clearly. That event didn't happen to punish me. It was a form of tough love from the universe, designed to shatter the false myth of security I was clinging to, things like the validation of others and my dependence on the organization. Without that extreme trial, I never would have known the true meaning of freedom that comes from standing on my own 2 feet and following my own inner voice. That event was a solemn ceremony to bury my false self and begin walking the path my soul truly desired. In this way, life's turning points appear before us wearing the mask of what seems like senseless misfortune or unbearable pain. And these signs are not limited to major, life-altering events. The message can be sent in more common, subtle ways, but just as clearly. The most representative of these signs is the phenomenon of things breaking. Specifically, when your beloved possessions, things you've cherished for years or even decades, begin to break one after another, as if by arrangement. A sudden crack appears in your favorite mug that you used every day. Your longtime companion, your computer, suddenly refuses to turn on. The watch you loved stops ticking. Most people dismiss this as a string of bad luck or an annoying expense. However, this is an extremely important sign that the physical world is reflecting a significant change that is happening within you. Think about it. The objects you have used for many years are reservoirs of your past energy. They hold the memory of your thoughts when you first got them, your emotions during the days you used them, and your very vibration at that time. In a way, they are an energetic extension of your past self. However, when you begin to grow internally and transition to a new stage, the vibration, or frequency, that your soul emits becomes incomparably higher and more refined than before. And what happens then? The objects that remain at your old, lower vibration can no longer keep up with your new energy. They can no longer resonate with you. And this energetic mismatch manifests before our very eyes in the physical form of damage or breakdown. It is, in a manner of speaking, a graduation ceremony from your old self. When something breaks, it is a congratulatory sign from the universe that you have graduated from that vibrational stage. Now, we come to the main topic. When a life-altering trial comes, or when the things around you begin to break, how should we interpret these signs and what action should we take? The stance you take here will greatly influence the rest of your life. When a seemingly negative event occurs, most people place themselves in the position of a victim, asking, "Why is this happening to me?" But this why is the most unproductive question of all, one that only tethers you to the past and drains your energy. That is not the real question you should be asking. This is the core of today's talk, the practical method of interpretation for awakening. First, the initial stage is acceptance. Accept the event as it is, as a fact, without judging it as good or bad. Stop resisting, lamenting, or blaming someone else. This is the first step in surrendering to the wave of reality, rather than fighting against it. And then, the second stage. This is the most crucial. You must ask yourself 4 magic questions, deeply and sincerely. The first question is, what is this event telling me to let go of? It might be an old belief. It could be the conviction that I am not worthy, or an attachment to the idea that stability is everything. It could even be a toxic relationship that no longer serves you. This question helps you identify the heavy baggage you are unconsciously clinging to. The second question is, what is this event trying to make me realize? It might be your own true strength. Or perhaps it's a true desire you have overlooked until now. It might be trying to make you realize how much you should appreciate the everyday life you took for granted. This question is a light that helps you find new truths and values in the midst of confusion. The third question is, what new strength is this event forcing me to develop? A sudden expense could be developing your financial management skills. An unfair situation could be building your unshakable mental fortitude. A painful separation from a loved one could be fostering your independence. Every trial is a training gym prepared by the universe to forge the new skills and human strength needed to overcome it. And the fourth question, in the empty space created by what I've let go, what will I now create? When something breaks, a relationship ends, or a job is lost, it is a loss, but at the same time, it means a sacred space has been born for something new to enter. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you do not consciously fill that space, you will only attract more of the same things from your past. That is precisely why you must state your intention to the universe, clearly and from the heart, about what you want to invite into that space. If you ask for nothing, you will receive nothing. But what you truly desire will be drawn to that prepared space as if by a magnet, naturally coming to you. If you are in the midst of a difficult situation right now, if something in your world is breaking or coming to an end, please do not despair. It is powerful proof that your life is transitioning to the next, more brilliant stage. It is not the beginning of misfortune. It is a happy farewell to the old you. When you remove the mask of misfortune, what lies beneath is your true potential. Stand before that door, take a deep breath, and ask yourself the question, what is this event trying to teach me? The answer to that question will become the very first page of your new story, which is just beginning.